Hello everybody, my name is Verex and welcome back to The Witcher 2. We're here in Chapter 3 and I will tell you that it is stupidly early where I am, recording this now. I've just basically woken up and got myself some breakfast, so I'm a little groggy, or if I am a little groggy then sorry about that, but equally I could be all like alert and stuff and I don't know, we'll find out, won't we? So, actually I just want to, make note of this dog. I know it's kind of an unusual thing, but I was just kind of watching it in my test recording and how dog-like it is. It just wanders around a bit and then it'll, look at it, and it'll, I've never seen it roll around before, so that's kind of a new one. But I just like it, and then it'll sort of like dart off in a direction like, there you go, because it'll see something that it thinks it might like, it'll have a sniff around. My favourite animation of it is when it scratches its ear, which it might do in a bit. I just find it like the attention to detail to it is really very, very good. I mean, it's quite simple. It just goes through like a random loop. Here we go. And there's a little bit further back. Oh yes, oh just there. That's better, isn't it? It's quite impressive. And then it'll have like a little rummage around and stuff, and it's only a dog, and it has no bearing on the game whatsoever, but it's so lifelike and everything. I just find it really, really impressive. I just thought I'd share that. Little details that you can easily mix. Equally, this flooring here is also like down there because it's caved in. They could easily have just like not done that, but they did.
What's he doing here?
So I really like it. Anyway, so how y'all doing? This episode, what are we doing? I'm not quite sure. Let's check our journal and have a little look and see. Because we don't have that many quests going on. So, Crown Witness. So, is this one we're doing now? Like, because this is the, made the way towards the river and such. Geralt. Yeah, brigands attacked us, etc., etc. Everything he saw about Bruce's disappearance gave him a valuable piece of evidence. Our hero would now return to Lockwood and begin his investigation. But we can't track this, so this is just something else. Now, lilies and vipers. Again, it's kind of the same thing. But this is what actually happened. In terms of the ambush. Take the last living witness of their attack. Geralt had stepped in. Geralt, grateful for his help, gave our hero Kimbold's letter. Okay, decided to speak with the nobleman and learn what prompted to issue the order. The search for Bruce had begun. So yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this. I could do the poker thing and everything, but we'll can I just leave it? And is it tracked? It is. Okay, so we can actually go in here, which I believe...
Greetings.
Hello.
Whoever you are.
is where the... Yeah, in here. There might be a quest for us in here. I thought it was out here, in this camp, but it's actually in here. So, apologies to FK for getting the wrong camp there, but when it was mentioned that I sort of bundled into a camp, is it here? I don't know. No, this is something else entirely. I'll go around the front and go in that way again. You can only bundle into so many camps, can't you? But apparently, I bundled into two, that one. Hello, see, the dog's just like wandering around doing their thing. Because you only stroll past them, so it doesn't have to be ultra... I regret going this way now. I regret it. Doesn't have to be ultra complicated, does it? Just scratching your ears. Scratch it. Like it, I do. Alright, there's the... we've done the arm wrestling thing, so we don't have to do that again. We did it in the last playthrough. Alright, let's go through here then, because I think this is going to the same place. Yeah, I thought you were trying to attack me there.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Be gone. You've no business here. Stay away from me.
True.
Okay. So we're in the right place, at least. No, I am.
Geralt of Rivia, I am delighted to see you among the living and the free.
Are you serious, Count?
Such an injustice to lock you up without so much as a hearing. And then the beatings, the torture. It's barbaric, I tell you. Based on pure prejudice, the presumption of guilt.
Actually, if I'd seen what they saw.
But alas, Such is my homeland, filled with fear and thus ruthless, cold as stone, dark and severe in aura and mindset.
I suppose there's some truth to that.
A response at once cautious and reasonable. Admirable qualities in and of themselves positively required in your profession.
If you say so.
But tell me, Witcher, what brings you here? Are you nipping at the heels of Foltest's killer, close to beheading the wretch, as I expect is your style? Do you require my assistance?
I just have some questions, Count.
Well, ask away by all means. I am finding you a skilled, if slightly reticent, conversationalist.
Usually, like, if you say so, yeah, whatever. There's a cat around. I'm going to watch the cat as well. After this conversation, I'm going to watch the cat. And there's also a couple other things I wanted to say. It's really interesting what you guys said about doing different chapters. And, you know, if you did this one before Laredo's, not Laredo's, what the hell's his name? Iorveth's. And how they compare. It's a debate about which is the better chapter, because you can't judge one without I've already played the other. You can't just wipe the slate clean. It's a really interesting conundrum about which is actually better, because I received like conflicting things, because they both have pluses and, you know, negatives and such. And also which one I'm going to import into the Witcher 3 save that I'm going to be doing. I don't know. I might put a vote for it, because you know, there's a lot of Witcher 3 games, you know, LPs out there. One path must be more common than the other, so I want to do which one isn't the more common. And also, as just an aside, I might not do The Witcher 3 straight after this. I might take a little break from The Witcher and do like a relatively short game that I can just slot in between. Something that deserves playing, something, for example, like Vampire the Masquerade, which, Bloodlines, which, I know that isn't that long. No, it's not like, you're not talking like a million episodes, so I could put it in there and then come back to The Witcher and still be relatively fresh from it. So I think I might do that. But anyway, there's nothing to do at all with this. So, let's start with some small talk.
What brings you to Loch Muin?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
Surprising. How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher? Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order, Baron Kimbolt excepted. Yet, though I very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs nor their beliefs.
I've got to say you stand out, Count.
I'm flattered, I suppose, but what specifically do you mean?
I haven't quite put my finger on it, but take a look around. Would you say you resemble your countrymen?
I thank the gods I do not.
Bloody
It is
cat.
because I love my homeland that I am the first to note its faults, and they are many.
Care to elaborate?
Hypocrisy, superstition, lack of learning. Need I go on?
If you wouldn't mind.
Take you witchers, for instance. The gods know we suffer a plague of beasts. Pre-conjunction, post-conjunction, magically bred and sprung from rotting marshes and the dark abysses of our land.
No such thing as pre-conjunction creatures.
You bite unnecessarily. We have but one remedy for this plague, dwindling in numbers as it may be, yet it is a remedy we revile. You are shunned, spat upon, turned away on stormy nights. Would you say this is reasonable?
It's the way of things.
Spoken like a true representative of a dying species.
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Excuse me.
Fruit, Witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roche has told you all.
No, well...
Commander Roche can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roche rogered our dear Brigida just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
Fair enough.
What brings you to Loch Muin?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat
Surprising. How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher? Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order, Baron Kimbolt accepted. Yet, though I very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs nor their beliefs.
Thank you for that. Where's the cat? Where is this bloody cat? Near the fish? There he is. Hello. Slayer's just enjoying himself. And a bit of a lick as he does. A bit of a wash. Yep. Purring away. Quite happy. Gets up. Anyone wander around? Sits down again. Well, the cats are quite lazy. Suppose you can't have it jumping up on tables and stuff, because I imagine this cat is quite well fed. Otherwise, this would be pretty enticing for meow. Oh, there you go, catching a fly or something. Neat. Alright then. Alright, came that way. Hello.
Hi.
Quite an interesting chat. Learned a bit about Roche there.
It's you!
It is I!
Sure.
Right, that's where I should be going. So, of course, we won't. I'm thinking one of these guys should be possibly a
Hush.
a merchant of some kind or whatever, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. And then that's
Stop looking at me!
Okay, alright, don't worry.
I believe there's been a misunderstanding, my lord.
Get out before I call my guards.
And what might I convey?
Nothing.
Baron, sir, you gave your word.
For the last time, out!
Out, out, out!
Tend to this matter.
Baron Ravenin Kimbolt, I presume.
Does that Witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roche. Not purebred. They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about this dude? Also, in that conversation with that other dude, that was one of the few times we saw Geralt be surprised. Normally he's quite like stoic and unperturbed, shall we say, by things, but when he started talking about plums and such, Geralt was like, WTF, man. You know?
They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the Northern Kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind.
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
It's just the way of things, he would say.
What'll happen to Temeria?
Is that a note of nostalgia I hear in your voice? Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some romp in the sack with the royal advisor? Whichever it may be, spare me your courtesy. You don't care a lick about my country.
I know what I care about. That's why I asked.
Understand this. I'm talking to you only out of respect for Foltest. Out of remembrance for him.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
Oh.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
Whoever that monk was, to me, he was just like you.
I'll grant you that. You can't even guess how similar we are, Baron.
You're a paid thug. Even if you refuse to acknowledge it.
He just did,
That
kind of.
murky set of principles, values called. You cast them in the nearest corner when the price is right.
I'm not for sale.
I'm not talking about coin, Witcher. As a freak, you want what you're most often denied. Camaraderie, respect, love. It is for those things that you scale walls and murder innocents. That is your price.
Killing for your loved ones. Hardly a new concept as I see it.
You did not fight to defend the sorceress Marigold, nor the King Geralt. You fought because you wished to be close to them. They had a higher calling. They knew the cause for which they went to war. Death is your daily fare. You murder like a dog who leaps at the throat his master indicates.
A higher calling. Beautiful concept. Except I remember the knights who stormed Lavalette Castle. Highborn men fighting atop high walls. They were out to kill for fame, fortune, and pure enjoyment. I was also at Vergen, where simple soldiers went into battle clutching false relics to their breast, knowing that death awaited them if they deserted.
They owed it to their king.
If there's one thing I love about being a Witcher, it's that I never have to draw my sword on someone else's command.
I tire of this discussion, Witcher. Get to the point or leave.
Alright then.
Who was that thug I passed in the doorway?
He's of no concern to you.
People like him sometimes do stupid things.
Did I ask for your opinion on the matter?
You should listen.
I take it you sit on the Council of Regents.
Not for much longer.
Why's that?
The council will become obsolete. Temeria is a country one rules with a crown on one's head, or not at all.
A lot of people are out to don that crown.
But few have the right. As Foltest's cousin, the throne should be mine.
Or the royal daughters, Anais Lavalette's.
Dark will be the day when we are ruled by bastards. The nobles have decided to share power.
You said it yourself, Baron. In a crown or not at all.
Temeria will be divided into provinces. A shameful end to the monarchy. A shameful end to the country.
So we can do this. Yeah, well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
The convoy carrying Anais and Busi was ambushed. Why?
I'd like to know that myself.
Yeah.
I've seen your letter to Horst Lubbock, the one in which you ordered him to abandon the planned route.
Nonsense! I sent no such letter.
Interesting.
The letter bears your seal and signature, Baron.
Where is it?
If I say right here, he might have me attacked, which can only be a good thing because it'll prove his guilt. However, if I kill everyone, there's no proof that this conversation ever happened. So I would know, but nobody else would.
That's immaterial just now.
If that's the situation, I've said all I have to say. I wrote no such letter.
Words come cheap, Baron. I'm finding it hard to believe you.
I care little for what you believe. If this letter exists, we are dealing with a forgery. Whoever is behind this has crossed a Temerian noble, and will be duly punished. My scribe will test the letter and confirm what I claim.
Yes, if he's ascribing your employ, your duty, if you like, then he's not really going to say, oh, yep, it's definitely a forgery. That's what he's going to say, isn't it?
My claim, my scribe. I'd hardly call that impartial. Maybe I should just deliver the letter to Natalis.
Any accusation will be quickly dismissed. Heed my words, Witcher. It would be unwise of you to jump to any conclusions. Speak with my scribe. There are objective means of examining the letter's authenticity. I promise to pay you well for learning the truth.
Oh.
The truth does taste better when payment's involved.
Alright, let's go and speak to this scribe. Let's do that then, as it's our only lead. Kinda like that, though. The plot does indeed thicken. Are you a scribe?
Oh, welcome. Oh, welcome.
There's an echo in that room.
The king of reagents.
Drunker than a bard. Won't get anything out of him. Maybe there's something about testing letters in his notes.
Maybe there is. Maybe it's sparkling over there on that desk. But maybe it's also in
Young
here.
alchemist.
Oh,
Not all that falls out an ass is gold.
can't you just put it
Yet a
in?
cormorant told.
one
Shit
thing?
Spells out his hold. Vapors to cleanse.
Maybe all the notes are the same.
So be bold. Be bold.
Alright, first of all, are these all the same? They're just, yeah, they're all the same. But there's invisible ink. Those wishing to conceal the true contents of their missives from third parties often resort to penning their letters with invisible ink. A message set down in this manner becomes visible only when the document is treated with a substance that reveals the writing. Some use invisible ink as dye, soak entire pages in it instead of using it to write. The recipient of a message that's treated can then confirm its authenticity by applying a substance that will turn the page specific colour, usually blue. That doesn't especially help us though, does it? I'm glad I've got all them though, that's useful. Could we drop a load of them? Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Light, quench, shit, rinse.
Upon completing the initial procedures, we began the interrogation proper. Arian Lavalette was informed of the tools which would be used. His answer, being vulgar and unworthy of a highborn man, was not recorded. Because this is this bit where you don't kill Arian there. I mean, obviously, with this being... I only started this in chapter 2, and this was in the prelude. It's hard for me to remember what happened here, but I believe you have a choice of either killing Arian or talking him down and saving the lives of his men, even though he knows he will be captured and tortured and such. So I wonder whether this would be here, you know, if you kill him. Obviously it won't. Whether I'm thinking about the same person, I don't know. But when the unkind master began to brand him with a hot iron, then I proceeded to ask him my Lord Baron's questions. Unfortunately, I came upon a wall of resistance, and the subject answers were full of filth that shed no light on the issues at hand. The unkind master then reached for another tool, and after it was applied, I began to ask my Lord Baron's questions anew. Oh, well, that's not really...
The king of reagents. Yes.
Can talk to him, of course.
Cormorants. A string of...
It's still pointing me in here. Oh.
I don't know any of these substances. Best not risk destroying the letter. Maybe there's a formula for the activator in the scribe's notes.
Oh, I suppose all these letters are just to test stuff on.
I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter.
How on earth am I supposed to know this? I should really just walk away. 6 choices. And if you've got to do all these, that is a hell of a lot of combinations. So, we'll try 1. You never know. I might ridiculously lucky. So, add burnt lime to the flask. Or add this to the flask, add water to the flask, add heated copper to the flask, heat the flask, capture the vapors, and douse them with water. Gently warm the flask. Could be any of them, couldn't it? Maybe we should just walk away.
I don't have time for this.
Like,
Young alchemists! Not all that falls out an ass is gold. Cormorant told, shit spells.
Okay, so it is active paper.
Cormorants! Of
Maybe he threw something out. Huh.
Calling me sauced? Nah, I'm clear of mind, like a cormorant. Young alchemist, do as you order. Add acid to water.
Add acid to water. Say more stuff.
Young alchemist, not all that falls out an ass is gold. Yet a cormorant told, shit spells out his hold. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold, be bold.
Vapors to cleanse.
Young alchemist, do as you order. Add acid to water.
Okay, we got 2 clues there. Forgive me as I write them down. Acid to water is easy enough. Lime juice.
Water quenches lime like beer quenches thirst.
Anything else, sir?
The king of reagents.
That's kind of neat.
Yes.
I'm enjoying this.
Light, quench, shit, rinse.
Light quench. Rinse. I'll skip the 3rd one. See if that's a thing.
Young alchemist, do as you
There
order.
was something else, sir.
Add acid to water. Calling me sauced? Nah. Water quenches lime.
Yeah, I got that one.
Like beer quenches thirst.
More, sir. Come on.
Calling me sauced?
Different one.
Nah.
You said another one earlier.
Clear of mind, like a cormorant. Cormorants, a string of cormorants.
Don't know what cormorant means.
Calling me sauce.
Come on.
Nah.
Something else. Different.
Clear of mind, like a cormorant. Water quenches
I know this.
lime
I know this.
like
Thank you.
Beer quenches thirst.
You definitely said something else.
Light quench.
No, not that.
Shit, rinse.
Something else. You think you'd just wake up, wouldn't you?
Cormorants.
Ah, God's sakes.
String.
You definitely said something else.
Cormorants. Water quenches
I know this as
lime
well.
Like
damn it.
beer quenches thirst.
You said something about water vapor, dry
Young
or something.
alchemist,
Oh,
do
God.
as you order. Add acid to water.
Right, come on.
Water quenches
I
lime
know.
like beer quenches
I might just go with what I've got
the
then.
king of reagents. Piss.
That's actually a clue though, isn't it? I don't know whether urinating on the letter would, but
Cormorants, a string of water.
all right,
quenches
fine,
lime
fine. We'll go with what we've
like
got.
be-
Well, just a draft letter,
I
I
need to make
believe.
the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter.
So... Oh, cormorants. A string of cormorants. Guano. Guano!
I don't have time.
What does he say about cormorant?
Light quench. Water quenches
I know,
lime,
I know this. Oh, come
like
on.
Beer quenches thirst. The king of reagents. Piss. Light quench shit rinse. Young alchemist.
Oh.
Not all that falls out an ass is gold. Yet a cormorant old shit spells out his hole. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold, be bold. Water quenches lime like
I was writing
beer
down.
quenches thirst.
It's still obscure, so you'll have to forgive me as I make a couple of mistakes and save this. But I do want to do this because this is really quite
I need to make
neat.
the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the
So I
letter.
don't know what order to do this in, because add acid to water, do as you water, but then water quenches lime. And I don't know where this comes in. So not water yet. No, we need to let's add the burnt lime to the flask.
A little burnt lime.
And then we're going to add water.
A bit of water.
Right. So we've done them two. Heat the flask, capture the vapors, and douse with water. There's something missing. What about this one? Vapors. I'm sure the cormorants.
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. Wait for it to dissolve. I need to add burnt lime to the flask, then quench it with water. Add bird guano to that, heat it, then capture the vapors and run them through cold water to obtain the final substance. All right, let's try this on Kimbold's letter.
I took a screenshot, as you might be able to have told there. So let me just go and find that. I have it on my other monitor. Alright, okay, so, let's just walk away first. Let's
You're
save
the
it.
alchemist.
Alright,
Do as
so,
I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it
so
to
this
the
is
letter.
what Geralt says. He needs to add burnt lime to the flask, which is what I got right. Okay, so, burnt lime to the flask.
A little burnt lime.
Then quench it with water, which is what I did.
A bit of water.
Guano.
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano.
Heat it and capture the vapors. Did I do
Wait
it
for
right
to
then?
dissolve.
Did I do it right?
Smells like piss, but it worked.
I did it right, didn't I?
Shape's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimbold had nothing to do with this.
There we go. So I did it right. I did it right. Yay, everybody. Yay. Can we have a little bit of a roll around for that? Woo! Woo! I'm so pleased.
I'm clear of
That took a
mind,
bit of time, but we
like
got
a
there.
cormorant.
So let's just check our journal with that. Alright, Baron Kimbold claimed the letter was a forgery and he could prove it. All of his official correspondence, writing paper saturated with a substance that would turn the page blue when treated with an activator. The Witcher could thus have the letter to the convoy commander examined alchemically, though as it turned out he would need to complete the procedure himself. Okay, so there we go. So his experience of concocting potions, oils and bonds proved useful, as he easily created the activating substance. The pen turned orange, not blue, not written on Kimbold's paper. The letter was clearly a forgery. The Witcher decided to revisit the Baron and try to establish who might have tried to frame him, and also maybe possibly apologise.
Undeniably
Not
an
all that
interesting
falls
personage.
out to us.
I don't think he's much for an apologetic, isn't Geralt?
It's you!
So be bold. Be bold.
Well, isn't that tip? Oh, there you are. There you are, sir. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
You were right, Baron. The letter's forged.
Of course I was right. I would never seek to hurt Boosie. Bastard or not, he is still a child.
Yeah, because he had a
Your payment,
motivation, didn't
Witcher.
he? Oh, thanks.
I want you to look into another matter.
All right. Well, we kind of owe him because we kind of accused him, and even though he said, you know, we're really just thinking he did it. So yeah, we're gonna ask him. I'm gonna do him this favor, possibly.
What would it involve?
Count Linus Maravel. You've heard the name?
Young, capable, handsome.
Yeah. Yes, all that and more. And he's ambitious to a fault. Right after the Temerian delegation arrived in Lochween, his people began visiting the Nilfgaardian camp regularly.
Are you suggesting Maravel's a traitor?
We are all entitled to communicate with the ambassador without chagrin and openly, as court and diplomatic protocols allow.
But-
Yet the Count's multiple messengers, the letters traveling to and fro, it reminds me more of a complicated courtship.
You're curious to know the content of those letters.
I want you to learn the Count's plans. The man would sell his mother to please the Emperor. Find out what Maravel's messenger is carrying. If treason is involved, you must alert John Natalis. You will be generously rewarded, I assure you.
I wonder what I got from this quest. I'm gonna do it. Well, yeah. Why me? Because it can't send one of his own people, obviously.
You need a Witcher to do this?
Do not underestimate Count Maravel. He does not employ common scoundrels, and I don't intend to either. Hieronymus Lash. Sound familiar?
A pretentious, invented name. Belongs to a bard or a mummer, I'd say. But you wouldn't need my help with either of those, so I'll venture a guess. Maravel entrusts his correspondence to a mage.
I knew you were suited to this task. The
Geralt's
magic
better than me.
barrier placed over the city mutes all forms of high magic, preventing Lash from contacting Shillard remotely. He nevertheless remains dangerous. During the times of the previous conclave, I believe he was caught practicing black magic. He faced execution, but that louse Maravel saved him.
How do I locate this messenger?
Look for my man Aldridge by the fountain here in the camp. He'll point the mage out to you.
Aldridge. Right.
All right, I'll look into it.
My lord, we know where they are. What are your orders?
Bloody wonderful day. Assemble your men and resolve this once and for all.
I wonder what I got for the reward. Let's check my inventory and see if anything's appeared. It hasn't, so I must have got some orans, but how many? I don't know. And it's impossible to
Gather
tell.
your gear. We're off to hunt.
It's you!
Where are you guys going then? So we got that quest. Now... Oh,
Master Witcher,
What do you want?
my lord, the Right Honourable Count Maravel requests the pleasure of your company.
huh.
He says it's urgent.
Seems like everything is these days. Tell the Count I'll think about it.
Out of the way.
Nah,
No?
nah.
No?
What?
Yeah.
Stop sowing defeatism.
Me?
Stop sowing
don't trust you.
defeatism.
I don't blame you.
At your service.
It's...
See, some are like really awed by me and go, it's you? Oh, hello. Some of them are like, who are you? Some of them aren't
Stop
particularly
sowing
bothered at all.
defeatism.
Some of them are openly hostile. It makes sense. Not everyone's going to have the same opinion of me. Sorry, lads.
No offence, but you're scaring my customers away.
No,
Yeah, greetings.
Okay, interesting box that. Very interesting box. I'm having that. It's quite a lot of orange that, relatively speaking. Just a fine line around. Alright.
Waste of words.
Let's do this quest. Let's do this.
Aldrich, Baron Gimbold said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
Alright. No.
Evil eye!
Lovely. Oh yeah. He's up there, is he?
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute. Look, I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Relieve. Let me check the log. Let me check. There you go. As they waited, they chatted a couple times. Not really. Too much chatting. I'm saying the hero Lash squealed like a bird. Well, he hasn't yet, but gave chase. But what else was there to do? All right. Well, I'm.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Okay.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done.
Just don't. All right. Do you have any idea who I am? Maybe I shouldn't stop to loot these. I probably shouldn't. Okay, we'll go. He must have gone through this door. Oh, more.
That's the one. Kill him.
All right, little bit tougher this lot. A little bit more of an issue.
For Nilfgaard.
Oh boy. Lovely.
Die, dog!
Oh, nice. Lovely. Well, not particularly lovely. That's kind of the wrong word, isn't it? That is entirely the wrong word, in fact. Yeah. We're gonna stop here and just drink a couple of potions while we can. You know, something like Rook would be pretty good. We'll get some Swallow on the go as well. And Tawny Owl. Since we know this is going to be quite a drawn-out thing, it's just going to be in the next room going, "Oh, don't hurt me!" But I never use potions, so... this way! Go in the right direction.
Enough! You shall die. Here and now.
Telepathy. Oh boy. Right, where are you? I don't want to go there. I know. Oh god. Ow. Where are you? Stop being slippery. Bloody mages. Get! Get! Ow. Alright, this isn't working. Maybe I've got to like pursue him somewhere or something. God. Should've put this on earlier. This isn't working. Where am I supposed to go? Alright, we're not doing these, that's for sure. I'd like to see how he's doing that. I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. You've met your match, Witcher, haven't you? You've met your match. If only I used a crossbow. And just pew, dead, you know? Alright. He's only appearing at certain spots, isn't he? So let's wait for him to go back there. There we go. Alright, I got there in the end, guys. I got there in the end. Good thing I buffed. That was a neat fight. You gotta think about that. This is a very good little section of the game. I'm so glad that I did this chapter as well, because there's so much thought put into some of these relatively minor quests. Very clever, that fight. Very, very clever. Your Excellency, so this is to Shiliad, yeah, that dude. I am happy to report that an eye, Foltest's bastard daughter, has been handed over to the Cadwinnies in your Excellency's name, as per our agreement. The girl is now under Sorcerer Deathmold's care, and he appeared to be more than pleased with the gift. I trust that since I have concluded the end of the matter, I can now expect swift closure thereof of your Excellency's part. Sadly, not all went as planned. Foltest's bastard son Boosie perished through a series of unfortunate coincidences. Yet when dealing with such a complex situations rife with unforeseen circumstances, one must be prepared to risk certain losses. I mourn for the lad, yet I trust your Excellency will see the advantages of this turn of events. Besides, can one really expect to cheat fate from Maravel? Right then, so well done us and stuff. The Count was indeed collaborating with the Nilfgaard. He had arranged the attack of the convoy, carrying Boosie and an eye. Thus he had a hand in the boy's death. Even the Count had not intended the latter. Geralt had no choice. He set off to see John Tallis to present his charges. Although... yeah, okay, so there's this. Okay, as a member of the Council of Regents, both Kimball and Maravel have been equally responsible for Boosie and an eye after Foltest's talking to the Count could prove worthwhile. I don't think this will get in the way of the other things. That we've got to do. Yeah. But can we go and see him now? See, it is marked on the map. Seems to make sense that we would. Should we go and see this guy again? Just in case. He might have, yeah, he said I'd be well rewarded. You can go now.
Kingslayer.
Maravel's letters pretty much confirm your claim. The Count is a traitor.
What was in those letters?
That information is for Constable Natalis. State secret. I'm sure you understand,
But I read them. Ah, okay, so... I'm sure he said I'd be rewarded, but...
It's you!
It is I! So cool. Why don't I go out that door, you may ask? I don't know. Let's go out this door. Where's it leading us? No, I don't want to do poker face. Thank you, game. But yeah, this isn't something I can track. So let's do, because we can probably learn about, we can probably find the Talis later when at the meeting and such. So yes, let's do this. Let's go and see this Count, and he is, oh, not very far away at all. This way. I'm getting a lot done this episode. Well, you know, it's not like I didn't last time, but I feel like I've,
You have it.
It's done pretty well. I suppose because these quests, tough fight and the puzzle, you know, they're,
Whoa!
oh, look at these. Very satisfying to do, basically. Very satisfying to having done them relatively well, I'll say. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll still play Poker Face if you like.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Yeah. Thing is, I already have it.
You can talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbolt also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbolt can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbolt has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbolt's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Yeah, it's a bit... What are they blackmailing him over? Maybe this guy's trying to trap me. Because we know about this guy. Should we do that then? I suppose we'll do that now. This is the right quest, yeah? Just checking. You give the game Yep, apparently I rushed to find Kimball's Blackmailers. Well, if that's what it says I did, then I did.
It's you!
Ah, so it isn't you guys. Oh, I should have gone the back way. I should have gone that way now. Never mind. Still struggling with the, I mean, it is a ruined city and everything, so not all the paths will be open. I'm still struggling with how to get around this place. Let's go out the back way. Go out the back way. I believe there is a back way. It's not through here. Is it through here? Is it? No,
the
this is...
king of
okay.
reagents.
I know it's not that difficult. I wanted to do this quest before the video ends, though of course I will not be rushing around. Yeah, I should have just gone back out here. This way. There we go.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your...
Fly away! The dwarf? Remember that. Alright. Let's see what is afoot.
What do you want?
I saw you talking to Kimball.
I'm free to go where I please and talk to whoever I please.
Couldn't agree more. Now you're here and you'll talk to me. I'm interested in the Baron.
I've naught to say to you.
Not good, because I need to know everything you know about him.
Yeah, it's bad timing.
Baron Kimbolt sends his regards.
Oh, just what we needed.
Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well spoken. You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility.
A ponce like you? Pucker up and kiss my arse, you fucking tulip.
Ah, see. Yeah, you didn't get a chance to hear what they were blackmailing the Count about and such. He's done alright by us, hasn't he? I mean, he's... At least on that issue. It's a tough one, this. If I get out of their way, I'll never know what this is about. The same guy, the guy who wants me to investigate this, we know is behind the ambush and stuff, and so at the same time my curiosity as a player, and like I said, you know, in this sort of playthrough I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently and perhaps not role-playing it as I normally would, so yeah, I'm going to my curiosity wants to know what this is about, so I'm gonna get in their way.
These folk have nothing to say to you, understand?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lend us a hand, Witcher. You'll not regret it.
I'll need to know everything about Kimball.
God, this is shit! Enough of your jabbering! Kill them all!
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Run button. Okay, right. There you go. I've got it. There we go. Should I just do everything, guys? Should I? Oh, enough of this.
Goodbye to life!
God's sakes. Just die. Put him out of his misery. You guys gonna kill him? Well done.
Thanks, Witcher. We'd be corpses if not for you.
Yes.
Yeah, seems likely. Now don't make me regret helping you.
You're welcome to all we know about Kimball.
I'm all ears.
We came here to collect our fee, me and me brothers, for a favour we did the Baron.
What did you do for him?
Spent 4 days in a forest, sitting on our asses.
Baron Kimbolt wanted to pay you for that?
Course not. We was to destroy some wagons in a caravan that was to pass through Millville. Problem is, caravan never came round.
I can see why you're having trouble collecting.
Kimbolt had shite information. How is that our fault? That bugger lost us a right lot of time. And you know what they say, time is coin.
What exactly were your orders?
We was to watch the high road for a caravan carrying nobles. 2 coloured wagons and a small escort. The wagons, they was ours. All inside was to perish.
Any idea who was supposed to be in the wagons?
2 high-born young'uns and their nannies. That's all the Baron told us.
Willing to tell Natalis all this?
I'm to fess up. They draw and quarter me.
You didn't do anything. Took a job, that's it. They can't prove you actually wanted to complete it. If you refuse, Kimbolt wins. He'll squirm his way out of this.
Well,
it won't end there.
Yeah.
The Baron's got gold enough to hunt you till he hunts you down.
Not likely. I'll see them tear stripes off his back with hot pincers. All right, I'll talk to Natalis.
Okay, just a minute here. Yeah. So Kimbolt has hired these men to attack the convoy. So he hired. So he didn't forge the letter because he thought they were going through there anyway. Because he wanted to. So So okay, yeah. So wow. I thought that guy was alright. But yes, it turns out that he, of course, he didn't send the letter to send him another way so they get ambushed. Because he was going to get them ambushed on the road that he thought they would take anyway. But somebody else forged the letter from him saying to go the other way. So everybody wanted to kill them, basically. The map drawn bested by Kimbolt showing the route the convoy would take. Notes that the forces would be escorting. The convoy changed course. Blackmailers never had the image to attack, yet they felt the Baron owed them something. In any case, Kimbolt's intentions were plain for all to see. Convincing documents in hand, Geralt went to see John Natalis. I think we should go and see John Natalis, you know. This is definitely something. Hopefully we can trust this guy, but we're going to have to do it next episode. Wow. Okay. Did I get stuff in the just a minute. Document consists of a map, which route to be taken by the convoy carrying Foltest's children has been marked. Attached to it was a detailed description of the convoy, including the strength and nature of the escorting forces, their colours, armaments, routines and habits. Tavern, seemingly ideal for the ambush, has been marked on the map. Alongside the mark, someone has described the place as if they were there less than a fortnight ago. The text appears to have been penned hastily, but in high style on luxury paper. It's also sprinkled with hunting jargon. Wow. Okay, right then. The plot does indeed thicken. Quite incredible. Chapter 3 is really... I didn't think Chapter 3 would be all that different to the other version with Iorveth, but well, it is. Amazing. Alright then, so I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. Yeah, really looking forward to next time now, where we'll go and see John Natalis, and oh, actually we have to find out what happened to Busi and I, and then talk to Natalis, so we'll go and do that next episode. Good place to stop, I think. Thank you very much for watching, looking forward to your comments, and I'll see you next week. Toodaloo.